Wait till you see what I did with Dollar Tree cutouts. These DIYs look so high-end, but they cost next to nothing.
Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here.
For this project, I'll be using this wood round from Dollar Tree, this brick strip from Dollar Tree from the miniature section at Christmas time, and this welcome sign as well. First, we're going to remove the hanger off of that wood round and clean it off, make sure that there's no rough edges. And once we are picking the size that we want to use, I'm going to give it 2 coats of this linen white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum. Then I'm going to take the miniature bricks and we're going to put it right at the center of the wood round. This fits perfectly. To adhere it, I'm going to use a combination of some Tide Bond, quick and thick, and some hot glue. But it was a bit wrinkly, so I used my heat press, so I was able to remove all the folds. And that way it will be nice and flat on a surface. And while it was still warm, I also rolled the edges on the opposite side to make them also straight. Now we are going to use the Tide Bond and the hot glue to adhere the strip of faux leather to our wood round. And I'm going to add the hot glue in those spaces in which I added none of the Tide Bond to make sure that these two don't mix and cancel each other out. And this, as you see, fit perfectly. I'm just making sure that everything is nice and stretched out. And once that dried, I'm going to just flip it over and cut off the excess leather from the corners here. And as I said earlier, it is a perfect fit. And I did the same thing on this other side as well. Next, I wanted to add some stripes in the top and the bottom. So I took some of my painter's tape and I'm going to go ahead and add some here towards a third down from the wood round. And I'm going to take another piece of painter's tape and put it about a ½ inch above that one. Here, making sure that the edge are tucked in to make sure that I have no bleeds. And as I'm adding my tape, I'm making sure that it's nice and stuck on all of the edges so we have no bleeds. And then I added this piece right here, as I said, about a ½ inch, I will say. ½ inch? Yeah, about a ½ inch from the other one. Making sure again that it's nicely adhered to the board. My corners are tucked in. Then I'm going to take some seriously gray color from Folk Art and add 2 coats of that on that strip that I left behind. Then I removed the tape and exposed that beautiful clean look. I had a little bit of bleed, but it was very little. And then I'm going to take the same tape that I used for the bottom and apply it to the top and do pretty much the same process that I did in the bottom. My lines were mostly clean, but to clean it up even further, I took some of this white paint pen that I got some years back from Dollar Tree to clean off all those bleed areas. And now that is perfect, we're going to use our welcome sign. I'm going to add a combination of Tide Bond and oops, I had an accident there, guys. It went right on my leather there, but that's fine. It's fine. I just cleaned it up real quick. And now we are going to add to it. And then I try to do it again and it just gets on my table. So at this point, I'm like, I cannot be trusted with that. So I use my fingers to apply the glue onto each piece of the back of that welcome sign. And then once I had enough of the Tide Bond, I'm going to come in with some hot glue, but very little, just so it will hold it in place until the Tide Bond dries. The Tide Bond has about a 15-minute drying time, so that is not too bad. But I wanted something to hold it in place to make sure that it will not pop off as I had this down. In sections in which I had a bit of bleed of the Tide Bond, I just wiped it off with a wipey and then removed the plastic film on top of that welcome sign. Next, we're going to create a hanger using the black beads from this pack from Dollar Tree, threading it onto the hanger that I removed from this wood round earlier. And I'm going to tie it back on. And then when I'm getting to the end here, I'm just going to tuck the edge in and cut it off. And this gives it a nice clean look. Now I'm going to take this greenery that I got from Dollar Tree. I had 4 pieces left on this, so I'm going to cut them all off. And I'm going to create a swatch. I'm going to put 2 pieces on each side and then tie the bundle in the middle with a piece of jute cord. I made sure that the jute cord was nicely tight and just created a few knots on each side until I made sure that everything was secure. And then once everything was nice and tight and in the exact way that I wanted it, I'm just going to wrap the remaining pieces of jute cord around the bundle and attach them together using a bit of hot glue. My friend, if you enjoyed this video so far, go ahead and click that like button. It truly helps this video go out to more people. Go ahead, click it. Click it. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, guys. Now that we have our swatch ready, we're going to go ahead and add some hot glue to that jute cord and attach it to the very top of the wood round, right at the center of the hanger. And this should cover up those pieces of jute cord on the sides. Then I went to create these. I created these two bows, and I used here some leftover ribbon that I got from different things. I believe socks or something that came in ribbon. I always keep these things. I'm glad I kept these because I thought it was a perfect touch. There's two beautiful finger bowls that I made. And that's it for this one. Let me know what you think. This piece was inspired by this piece that I found online for $119 at this website. I'm going to create something very similar for a fraction of the cost. I'll be using this wood round from Dollar Tree. I'm removing the hanger off of it and painting it with 2 coats of chiffon cream from Rust-Oleum. I got some of the paint on the edges. This is a quick way you can fix that very easily. I just took a cleaning wipe from Dollar Tree and then just wipe off the chalk paint right off of all of the edges. Quick and easy. All right, then we're going to take this other wood round that we got from Dollar Tree. I love this because it's like a family tree. And I'm going to paint the inside of it with some watered down chiffon cream. I just added some to that corner there while I added some water as well. And then using my brush, I worked that paint into all of the background of this tree. I'm not worrying about the tree right now. I'm trying to get in between those nooks and crannies to cover up the background. And here I didn't like how opaque it was, so I just sprayed some water on it and wiped off any excess paint using a small wipe. Then I took some burnt umber and we're going to paint the tree with it. I started with a brush first. I was trying to be optimistic, but you know what, it was taking forever, so I decided to move on to a sponge instead. What I did is just go ahead and add the sponge onto my paint, making sure that it's covered all of that bottom section of it, and then bounced up and down until I had all of that tree completely covered. You could stop right here, but you know me already. I'm going to go ahead and distress this, and I'm going to take some of the same chiffon cream to do that. I'm just going to dry brush it over the entire piece because I want to achieve that look of the piece that I showed you in the beginning. So I just started very lightly here and then built it over time until I got to the shade of distress that I was expecting to have. And you'll see here my process as I kept going until I loved what I saw. So in this case, do what you like. Now we're going to add this to our wood round right there at the center. And to add it to it, we will be using a combination of Tide Bond and hot glue to do that. Friend, if you enjoyed this video so far, go ahead and hit that like button. And please let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love to know how far my videos are reaching. And share this video with someone who will enjoy it just as much as you do, because sharing is caring and it helps my channel grow. Thank you so much. And now that this is done, we are going to work with this other piece from Dollar Tree, painting it with 1 coat of burnt amber from Waverly. And distress it as well using the same process that we used with the chiffon cream. Look how cute that turned out. All right, let's add this over now to our wood round, but first we're going to cover out those holes. Usually I do that before, but I totally forgot. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to take some of that spackle from Dollar Tree and fill in those holes. Wait a few minutes for it to kind of dry, sand it off, and paint it with some more chiffon cream. Now we are able to attach the wood round to this, or I should say the wood frame or MDF frame. And to do that, I'm going to use a combination of Tide Bond and hot glue. The Tide Bond is for long-term hold, and the hot glue is just to hold it in place until that other glue dries. As you see here, I am making sure that everything is even before I add that hot glue. I'm just clipping it, making sure that I have everything situated and that it fits perfectly. And once I'm happy with it, then I'm coming in with that hot glue in those other areas. And this is what I like about the Tide Bond. It dries in 15 minutes, but it gives you a few minutes for you to play around to make sure that everything is in place before you commit. Once you put in that hot glue, that dries a lot quicker, but here I was pretty good. So we put in some pressure, making sure that that holds. And to make sure that it does, I'm going to go ahead and use multiple, or a few, I should say, of these pink clips from Dollar Tree to hold them in place until it dries. Meanwhile, we're going to create a hanger using some of these beads that I got from a garland at Dollar Tree. And we are going to go ahead and add 2 knots on each side of this jute cord, cut off the excess cord, and then we're going to glue it to the back here. And I did not want to use the holes that this came with to use as a hanger because I did not want them to show in the front of this piece. Once I added that hot glue there, I'm taking a piece of ribbon and putting it over the hot glue just to provide a little bit more stability to this and make sure that it doesn't come apart. And then I added extra hot glue on the other pieces as well on each side. And what I did to this side, I also did to the other, and this just gives me the best hold. And that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. All right.
My friend, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you enjoyed today's content, here is some more videos you are sure to enjoy. Thank you again so much for watching. You're amazing. Bye.